Today I'm reviewing a book called Dare to Sketch, A Guide to Drawing on the Go by Felix Scheinberger. Originally published in Germany, called Mut zum Schismbuch. I hope that's how it's said. Anyway, this book is basically at the very beginning. He talks about why sketch at all, especially in this digital age. And one of the reasons, and the reason to use a sketchbook, is because at a computer you're so limited. You're in a room usually, and maybe using Google to get a reference image. But outside in the real world is where it all happens. So that's one of the main reasons, but also because it's personal. It's just so unique. There's just so much that you can do that you can't do with digital. Anyway, he goes on to share different types of pens, pencils, watercolor, and all the different mediums you can use, and the benefits and pros and cons, even glitter markers he talks about. So that is kind of interesting. And then the right and wrong ways to draw, and I really like his philosophy basically of that there really is no right and wrong way. Here actually is an exercise where you kind of just shut your eyes and don't look at your paper and make an image of yourself. So that's what I kind of did here. Sorry, it's kind of shaky. I was literally holding my phone above me as I did this with my eyes shut. So, and then he has you color it just to kind of highlight the quirkiness of the whole thing. And then basically he says that's a great way to start sketching, especially people, because it keeps everything really loose, and you can start glancing at your page just to make sure you've got the locations right of maybe the nose and so forth, but to really try to keep it loose and not stare at your page so much and be so technical. So he talks about architecture. Here he's talking about privacy, and for example, maybe is it okay to draw soldiers, and just be aware of your circumstances, and places where maybe you shouldn't draw, or maybe need to be a little secretive about it. Here's an example of a panorama. This was neat, talking about tourism and how instead of taking souvenirs, we can take our pictures that we sketch. So I would definitely recommend this book to anyone who's interested in sketching, drawing, or art in general. Very useful book, and a very, to me, easy read. It wasn't too technical. It was very enjoyable reading, and especially to enjoy all his interesting and fun pictures as well. Illustrations, I guess they're called. And one more thing I would like to mention, he says mistakes are allowed, and this is what we do about mistakes on the computers. We just delete them, but mistakes can turn into something really cool, or at the very least help us to learn what not to do. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.